Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Diriye Nashchakrayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavate Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. So continuing with the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, Chapter 1, the later pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Text 64 onwards. Mahaprabhu Jagannather Upal Bhoga Dekhiya Nij Grihe Yai Te Tinera Miliya. Every day Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to see the Upal Bhog ceremony at the temple of Jagannath. And after seeing this, he used to go visit these three great personalities on his way to his own residence. So, three great personalities, Haridas Thakur, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. Upal Bhog is what? Upal Bhog is a particular type of offering performed just behind the Garuda Stambha on a stone slab. That stone slab is called the Upal. All food is offered within the temple room, just below the altar of Jagannath. This bhoga, however, was offered on the stone slab within the vision of the public. Therefore, it is called Upal Bhog. I don't think now they do it. They just do everything in the temple room. एक दिन मध्य बैठा के यही जाना तारे आसी आपने मिले प्रभु नियम. If one of these three was not present, he would meet the others. That was his regular practice. Deve asi prabhu yabe urdvete chahila chale gonja tala patre sai shloka paila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the residence of Srila Rupa Goswami, he accidentally saw the palm leaf on the roof, and thus he read the words composed by him. So that was a verse that Rupa Goswami wrote, understanding the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was saying that verse in the Rath Yatra. Shloka Padiyache Prabhu Avishta Haya Rupa Gosai Asi Pade Dandavata Haya. After reading the verse, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went into an ecstatic mood. While he was in that state, Srila Rupa Goswami came and immediately fell down on the floor like a rod. The word danda means rod or pole. A rod or pole falls straight. Similarly, when one offers obeisances to his superior with all 8 angas, parts of the body, he performs what is called dandavat. Dandavat means like a danda. Sometimes we only speak of dandavats, but actually do not fall down. In any case, dandavat means falling down like a rod before one's superior. Uthi Mahaprabhu tare chabada Maria kahite lagila kichu kolete kariya. When Rupa Goswami fell down like a rod, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got up and gave him a slap. I mean, a little slap, not hard. Then, taking him on his lap, he began to speak to him. Mora shlokera abhipraya na jane ko na jane, mora manir katha tumi janila ke mane. No one knows the purport of my words, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. How could you understand my intention? Ita bali tare bahu prasad kariya, Swarupa Gosai re shloka dekhai le laya. Saying this, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestowed various benedictions upon Rupa Goswami. And taking the words, he later showed it to Swarupa Goswami. Swarupe puchen Prabhu haya vismite, mora maner katha rupa janila kemate. Having shown the verse to Swarup Damodar with great wonder, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him how Rupa Goswami could understand the intentions of his mind. Prabhupada says, we had the opportunity to receive a similar blessing from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami when we presented an essay at his birthday ceremony. He was so pleased with that essay that he used to call some of his confidential devotees and show it to them. How could we have understood the intentions of Srila Prabhupada? So that essay Prabhupada is talking about is about the Mayavad philosophy and how Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj had appeared to remove that Mayavad philosophy from the world. And Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj was very happy seeing that essay. If I find it, I'll post it in the group. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking Sarup Damodara that how did Rupa Goswami understand his mind? स्वरूप कहे याते जानिला तुम्हार मान ताते जानी है तुम्हार कृपार भाजान. Srila Swarup Damodar Goswami replied to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if Rupa Goswami can understand your mind and intentions, he must have your Lordship's special benediction. प्रभु कहे तारे आमी संतुष्ट है आलिंगन कैलु सर्व शक्ति संचारी. The Lord said, I was so pleased with Rupa Goswami that I embraced him and bestowed upon him all necessary potencies for preaching the bhakti cult. See, the thing to understand here, so in that place, Mahaprabhu is there, Rupa Goswami, Swarup Damodar Goswami, and I'm pretty sure it's not mentioned Haridas Thakur, Sanatana Goswami, they must be there, and other devotees. And Mahaprabhu is saying, how did Rupa Goswami understand my mind? All the other devotees, so this is a beautiful characteristic of a devotee. All the devotees there, they were not feeling envious of Rupa Goswami. Although out of all of them, Rupa Goswami was the youngest. They were not feeling envious. Swarup Damodar Goswami said, he must have your Lordship's special benediction. They were so happy that Rupa Goswami has this mercy of the Lord, special blessings on him by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that he could understand Mahaprabhu's mind and put it down in such a beautiful verse that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is appreciated. This is Vaishnava behavior. Not that we get envious, not that we try to pull legs, play politics behind somebody's back. No. Something for us to learn, plenty of things for us to learn. And later, let's see what happens. Yogya patra haya guda rasa nivivechane tumiyo kahiyo tare guda rasa khyane. I accept Srila Rupa Goswami as quite fit to understand the confidential mellows of devotional service. And I recommend that you explain devotional service to him further. So he is telling Swarup Damodar Goswami. एई सब कहिबा आगे विस्तार करिया संक्षेपे उद्देश्य कैला प्रस्ताव पाई. I shall describe all these incidents elaborately later on. I have given only a brief reference. So because Chaitanya Charitamrita is the basically Mahaprabhu's pastimes in Jagannath Puri. So this is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami say, I'll explain all this elaborately later on. But the mercy of the Lord on Rupa Goswami and every devotee appreciating it, and that made them also recipient of the mercy of the Lord. This is a beautiful relationship. That will, of course, they all are from the spiritual world, they all are Nitya Muktas. But this is something that we have to learn. This is how associates or servants of Krishna behave in the spiritual world. No enviousness, only appreciation, only glorification. Priya Swayam Krishna Sahachari Kurukshetra Militas Tataham Saradha Tadidam Ubhayo Sangam Sukham Tathapi Anta Khelan Madhura Murali Pancham Mano me Kalindi Pulina Vipinaya Sprayati. This is a verse spoken by Shrimati Radharani. My dear friend, now I have met my very old and dear friend Krishna on this field of Kurukshetra. I am the same Radharani, and now we are meeting together. It's very pleasant, but still I would like to go to the bank of Yamuna beneath the trees of the forest there. I wish to hear the vibration of his sweet flute playing the fifth note within that forest of Vrindavan. So this is the verse that Rupa Goswami wrote. This verse also appears in Padyavali, an anthology of verses compiled by Srila Rupa Goswami. And actually, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave that palm leaf to Swarup Damodar Goswami to ask him to read, but then Mukundatta, he took the palm leaf from Swarup Damodar afterwards, and he wrote down that verse. Why? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked the original palm leaf back and he destroyed it. He thought nobody should understand, so nobody should read this. But Mukundatta had copied it already. So because of his mercy, we got this verse now. Otherwise, we wouldn't have known what did Rupa Goswami write. Ei shlokera sanchepartha shonnam bhaktagan Jagannatha dekhi aiche prabhura bhavan. Now, devotees, please hear a brief explanation of this verse. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was thinking in this way after having seen the Jagannath deity. Shri Radhika Kurukshetra Krishnera Darashana Yadyapi Payena Tabu Bhavena Aichan. The subject of his thoughts was Srimati Radharani, who met Krishna on the field of Kurukshetra. Although she met Krishna there, she was nonetheless thinking of him in the following way. Rajavesha Hati Ghoda Manushya Gahan Kaha Gopa Vesha Kaha Nirjana Vrindavan. She thought of him in the calm and quiet atmosphere of Vrindavan, dressed as a cowherd boy. But at Kurukshetra, he was in a royal dress and was accompanied by elephants, horses, and crowds of men. Thus, the atmosphere was not congenial for their meeting. Sei bhav, sei Krishna, sei Vrindavan, yabe pai tabe hai vanchita puran. Thus, meeting with Krishna and thinking of the Vrindavan atmosphere, Radharani longed for Krishna to take her to Vrindavan, again to fulfill her desire in that calm atmosphere. Ahushate nalina nav padarvindam yogeshwarer hirdi vichinte magad bodhe samsara kupa patito taran avalambam geham jusham api manasi udiyat sadana. The gopis spoke thus, Dear Lord, whose navel is just like a lotus flower. Your lotus feet are the only shelter for those who have fallen into the deep well of material existence. Your feet are worshipped and meditated upon by great mystic yogis and highly learned philosophers. We wish that these lotus feet may also be awakened within our hearts, although we are only ordinary persons engaged in household affairs. This is a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 1082-48. Tomara charan mora brajapur ghare udaya kare yadi tabe vanchapure. The gopis thought, Dear Lord, if your lotus feet again come to our home in Vrindavan, our desires will be fulfilled. In his Anubhashya, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments, the gopis are purely engaged in the service of the Lord without motive. They are not captivated by the opulence of Krishna, nor by the understanding that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Naturally, the gopis were inclined to love Krishna, for he was an attractive young boy of Vrindavan village. Being village girls, they were not very much attracted to the field of Kurukshetra, where Krishna was present with elephants, horses, and royal dress. Indeed, they did not very much appreciate Krishna in that atmosphere. Krishna was not attracted by the opulence or personal beauty of the gopis, but by their pure devotional service. So Krishna has everything in full, opulence, beauty, everything. He has in full. So that cannot attract him. Only thing attracts him is pure devotional service. Similarly, the gopis were attracted to Krishna as a cowherd boy, not in sophisticated guise. Lord Krishna is inconceivably powerful. To understand him, great yogis and saintly persons give up all material engagements and meditate upon him. Similarly, those who are overly attracted to material enjoyment, to enhancement of material opulence, to family maintenance, or to liberation from the entanglements of this world, take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But such activities and motivations are unknown to the gopis. They are not at all expert in executing such auspicious activities. Already transcendently enlightened, they simply engage their purified senses in the service of the Lord in the remote village of Vrindavan. The gopis are not interested in dry speculation, in the arts, in music, or other conditions of material life. They are bereft of all understanding of material enjoyment and renunciation. Their only desire is to see Krishna return and enjoy spiritual transcendental pastimes with them. The gopis want him simply to stay in Vrindavan so that they can render service unto him for his pleasure. There is not even a tinge, means not even little bitty presence of personal sense gratification in gopis' hearts. And that is why Mahaprabhu himself, although he is sannyasi, he says gopis' love for Krishna is the greatest. Bhagavatera shloka gudartha vishadkariya rupa gosai shloka kaila loka bujai. In one verse, Srila Rupa Goswami has explained the confidential meaning of the words of Srimad Bhagavatam for the understanding of the general populace. Yate lila rasa parimal lodgari vanya parita dhanya kshoni vilasati vrita madhuri bhi tatra shamabhis chatul pashupi bhava mugdhantara bhi samvitastvam kalaye vadanolasi venur vihara. The gopis continued, Dear Krishna, the fragrance of the mellows of your pastimes is spread throughout the forests of the glorious land of Vrindavan, which is surrounded by the sweetness of the district of Mathura. In the congenial atmosphere of that wonderful land, you may enjoy your pastimes with your flute dancing on your lips, and surrounded by us, the gopis, whose hearts are always enchanted by unpredictable, ecstatic emotions. So this is a verse from Lalita Madhav by Srila Rupa Goswami. Ei mata Mahaprabhu dekhi Jagannath, Subhadra Sahita dekhi Bansi nahi haathe. In this way, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Jagannath, he saw that Lord was with his sister Subhadra and was not holding a flute in his hand. Tribhanga Sundar Vraje Vrajendra Nandana Kaha Pabe Ei Vancha Bade Anukshan. Absorbed in the ecstasy of the gopis, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wished to see Lord Jagannath in his original form as Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, standing in Vrindavan and appearing very beautiful. His body curved in 3 places. Lord Chaitanya's desire to see that form was always increasing. Radhika unamadayache Uddhava darshan Uddhagurna pralaptaiche Prabhur ratridine. Just as Srimati Radharani talked inconsistently with the bumblebee in the presence of Uddhava, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his ecstasy talked crazily and inconsistently, day and night. So this unmad or madness is not ordinary madness. when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talked inconsistently, almost like a crazy fellow. He was in the transcendental ecstasy of love. In the highest transcendental ecstasy, there is a feeling of being enchanted in the presence of the enchanter. When the enchanter and the enchanted become separated, mohan or bewilderment occurs. When so bewildered due to separation, one becomes stunned. And at that time, all the bodily symptoms of transcendental ecstasy are manifested. When they are manifest, one appears inconceivably crazy. This is called transcendental madness. Of course, sometimes, although that is completely material symptom, but sometimes we see, especially teenage boy and girls, sometimes somehow, if they really are attracted to each other, although on a bodily level, nothing spiritual in that, but sometimes if they get separated, they go crazy thinking of each other. It's not love, it's only lust. We know that. But I'm just comparing just to get us some idea. They go completely crazy sometimes. Sometimes they take up to drinking alcohol or do crazy things. Sometimes they commit suicide also. But when Mahaprabhu is talking inconsistently, adopted the mode of Radharani. So what Radharani must be going through when separated from Krishna? And we read that her talks with Bumblebee in Srimad Bhagavatam, Brahmar Gita. So this is a Prabhupada explained. When so bewildered due to separation, one becomes stunned. And at that time, all the bodily symptoms of transcendental ecstasy are manifested. When they are manifest, one appears inconceivably crazy. This is called transcendental madness, unmad. In this state, there is imaginative discourse, and one experiences emotions like those of a madman. The madness of Srimati Radharani was explained to Krishna by Uddhava, who said, "My dear Krishna, because of extreme feelings of separation from you, Srimati Radharani is sometimes making her bed in the groves of the forest, sometimes rebuking a bluish cloud, and sometimes wandering about in the dense darkness of the forest. Thus she has become like a crazy woman." This is love for Krishna and the symptoms of separation from Krishna. In fact, once she was so angry with Krishna in separation that she ordered all her sakhis that I don't like black color because Krishna is black. Remove anything black from this forest or Upavan that she was in. So they removed everything black. Even snakes were removed from the place. There's some leaves, they were black in color, they removed those leaves. Everything black, they removed. So this is it's beyond our conception, how we can understand all this. But this is the epitome of love between Radharani and Krishna. And those devotees who spend whatever time or effort in bringing them together, uniting them, they're the best devotees. Somehow bringing them together. Like Ravan separated Sita and Ram. Hanumanji brought them together. And Hanumanji is still worshipped all over the world for his service. They both were uh, scholars of Vedas. They both learned the Vedas. Hanumanji knew, and Ravan also knew. But the mood of service was in Hanumanji. So similarly in Krishna Lila also. But this is what Chaitanya, Krishna could not understand Radharani's mood, especially in separation. So he wanted to taste that from Radharani's aspect, from her perspective. And that's why he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, I guess we can stop here. See anybody has any questions or comments? Okay, you all have a safe and wonderful Balram Jayanti and Raksha Bandhan. Hare Krishna.